Good morning, y'all. Matt back again, enjoying my morning coffee finally. Delicious. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the low pass gate, a very important module and a welcome addition to Reaktor blocks. Should have been there from the beginning, but let's leave it at that. Anywho, you already know we're going to talk about that because it's in the tutorial description. So I hate when people waste time in tutorials telling you what you're going to learn because it's already there. So my apologies, but I'm waking up. All right, let's talk about the importance of this low pass gate. And first, to do that, I'm going to bring in a filter. Let's put this up here. Let's move him here and let's route into it so we can see what's happening. I have a very basic patch, just a square wave. All right, and what I want to demonstrate here is that, look at these three guys, all right? Envelope, filter, VCA going into the output. All this has to be routed. This takes time, this takes real estate. If I'm on my laptop, this is way too much screen real estate already. I'm not having it. So let's replace it with the fantastic low pass gate. And let's put that guy here. Let's put him at the end. Let's clean this up. Come on, scope. All right. This little man, this little fella here is going to replace all three of these. Now, I'm simplifying that, but it really is simple. You don't have as much control. Obviously, you're going to want to add envelopes and other things to the low pass gate maybe to give it more control. But at the end of the day, I can scrap all this crap. Let's mute it. Whoops. Sorry, I meant to mute the whole thing. Mute selection. Okay. Now, let's come out of here into this and out of this into the outputs. Okay, so we're just bypassing all that junk. We don't hear anything. Well, let's turn up the level. Let's not use our mouse. Let's actually MIDI learn this and use a knob to do it. So it feels like a modular. Imagine that novel concept. So a gate simply allows the audio to come. It opens and closes like a gate on your fence. Come on in, audio. All right. This has a filter attached to it, though, so it's sweeping the frequencies at the same time. It's like a double whammy. It's a twofer. Now, if we want to control this from the keyboard, let's just send a gate message into this pluck. Okay? By default, the pluck is turned up. If it's not, we're going to get nothing here. Now notice the very natural sound. Again, the low pass gate was originally designed by Don Buchla, and the idea being that, you know, all these circuits are built into one module, and it's very good at creating like plucked tones or drum hits because it's a little more natural. You hear that long decay, you know, it's basically, there's no envelope setting, it's just how the circuits worked it. So check this out. You can dampen it. You can dampen the effect of the actually, you can until we would modulate that a bit, but you can dampen it and you can adjust the amount of pluck input, right? So it's kind of like your envelope VCA altogether, and then this is kind of your filter now. All right, so why is that cool? Well, you have a couple different modes too here. So we want to do more interesting, let's do some little sound design here before I even switch these. So maybe we want to adjust some FM. You know, we're kind of making like interesting percussion hits or something. Very natural, almost kind of like playing a bowl or something. Now, you have a couple different modes. This is vanilla, this is kind of your standard. You have snappy, which is changing everything under the hood. We're going in here to this crazy core cell and like kind of getting deep in and all this junk you don't want to worry about. And it's basically saying just make it more snappy, attacky. Now here's the problem. If we're not attenuating this and kind of modulating this, you're going to get what you're going to get. And if you want it to be brighter and stuff, you still might want to add an envelope into the modulation and then use that to basically, you know, adjust where this is going to hit. Okay, but we're not going to do that right now for this. I just want to show you the 3 different modes right by just clicking them. So think of this, these are going to become really useful. It's going to just allow you to kind of get in and quickly manipulate sounds right off the bat. And if you're doing any kind of like percussion, if we're going to make this way more interesting, you know, maybe that's an interesting kind of snare. I want to make crazy like kicks. Or weirdo kind of hi-hat things, who knows? I'm probably going to use the low pass gate. And obviously I would send like a sequencer into this whole section now, and this could be like my drum percussion. All right, so that's definitely how you're going to want to use it. But use it in all sorts of ways. Sometimes I don't want to deal with this nonsense and I just want to get in quick and dirty. And this is much easier to look at and work with if I'm making like a crazy bass sound or something. Okay, very helpful. Load them up, have fun with them. Thank you for giving them to us, NI. So go get on with your day.